It's all on the table. 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 We ain't gon' walk around it. Oh no. We gon' talk about it. Let's go. We ain't gon' walk around it. Oh no. We ain't gon' talk about it. Let's go. It's all on the table. 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 It's Raw Assassin. He gon' bring it like a DoorDash. Every Thursday at noon, it's about to be a blast. We put it all on the table like a smorgasbord. And it don't matter the subject, it can be explored. Yeah, it's Philly zone and he going strong. Don't bring the kids cause we talking grown. Bring your opinion, don't matter if it's right or it's wrong. We preaching the topic, it's on. It's all on the table. 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 We ain't gon' walk around it. Oh no. We gon' talk about it. Let's go. We ain't gon' walk around it. Oh no. We ain't gon' talk about it. Let's go. It's all on the table. 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 It's all on the table.
What's motherfucking popping, good people? Y'all already know what it is. Your boy, Raw Sass, back in the motherfucking building. All on the Table podcast coming at you live each and every motherfucking Thursday. Talking my shit as I do oh so motherfucking well. If you have not known by now, if you ain't been paying attention or you just been sleeping under a rock somewhere, I have the motherfucking All on the Table happy hour only found on Opulence Radio with my co-host, Easy the General. What's poppin', Slime?
Hey, salute. What's cracking? I'm just trying to win, trying not to sin. You already know.
Here you go with them down south ass quotes. Roger the fuck that. My other co-host ain't here right now. He might be showing up at some point. We'll see what happens. But we're gonna run this show kind of like the All on the Table happy hour. We're gonna rate some music. We're gonna talk some hip hop. That's basically what the happy hour is. It's an all hip hop show, man. We run through different playlists of. It might be a specific artist we like. It might be a genre of music we want to talk about. We might talk about posse cuts. What happened to this type of music? What happened to that type of music? We do a lot of shit. But one thing we do a lot of is we rate underground hip hop. So we play underground music and we let all of us on the panel, we talk about what we like or we didn't like about the motherfucking song. So we got some artists in here tonight. We might fuck around and play one of their songs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they're going to feel about it, but they here now. It is what it is. Ain't no backing down now, baby. You know what I'm saying? We got Tempo Ty in the building. What's poppin', Slime?
Hey, what's good, man? You know I'm happy to be back, man. Appreciate you having me.
Most certainly, man. Most certainly, man. We got Honesty in the building. What's poppin'?
Did nothing much. Trying to get to this bag, get to this music.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. I see you all. Y'all too, I will say this. Every time I turn around, I see y'all promoting something, doing a show, some music popping or something. One thing I could respect is when an artist say that they're an artist and they're constantly fucking moving. You can't say you're an artist and I never see you doing nothing. You do a song twice a year. You don't do no shows. You ain't promoting your music, especially... Hold on, before I say my last thing, we got my nigga Hectic in the building. What's poppin', Slime?
Yo, you caught me at the end of the convention, so if I have low energy, that's the reason why.
The fact that you said that like you ever have high energy is crazy. All right. And we can tell you've been talking a whole lot all weekend. That shit sound crazy right now, son.
Yeah, having the wheel and deal and make some, some money go around the world and stuff like that. So yeah. It was definitely a fun time.
Roger the fuck that. Nothing like it, man. If you don't know, that's the resident porn industry aficionado. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know anything about the porn industry, if you try and get in the industry, I don't think he fucking with niggas. But if you try and get in the industry,
pause. We ain't gonna pause that.
My bad. Super pause on that one. My bad. Definitely super pause on that one. What I meant was, if you are a man, he ain't working with you. Pause on that one too. There's no way you can say that without it sounding fucked up. It is what the fuck
Yeah.
But what I was about to say is this, right? Ladies, something I'm tired of seeing. You are a rapper. You are an artist. If all you do is post twerk videos, nobody gives a fuck about your music.
No.
So you post 35 twerk videos and then number 36 is a song. Nobody gives a fuck about that song. Where your ass at?
Right.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah,
Got you as an
100%.
artist.
I don't think a lot of
They
females
are.
understand that.
They
I
are
don't-
artists, a twerk artist.
Exactly. You are what you promote. If all you promote is twerking, nobody pays attention to you as a fucking artist.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like, it is what the fuck it is. Honestly, when you hear me say something like that, how do you feel about that?
I don't feel no type of way because I don't do no twerking, so it doesn't talk to me whatsoever. Nah, but that needs to be said, and rightfully so, because people forget that it's whatever you put on display is what you are. Whatever that you got up there every day is what you are. So people forget everything else that you got going on because they only focus. Their focal point is that one thing. So yeah, I have to agree.
The fact, man, it's amazing. I see all these females. Oh man, I'm the best rapper alive, and then I hear one song every 6 months.
Cardi
But
B started that shit. Strippers turned into rappers. And
you know what?
Yeah.
If that's what you doing, that's what you doing. But at least one thing I can say, when Cardi was promoting that shit, she would twerk to her song.
facts.
These y'all twerking to somebody else fucking music. So you get
Yeah.
somebody else heard while you showing your ass cheeks. Like, that shit amazes me. Even if you gonna post a twerk video, I don't give a fuck if it's the same song over and over and over. Twerk to your music and your music only.
Factuals.
Man,
Why are you twerking to no shade to Tempo, but why you twerking to this nigga music if you do music? That just don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Nah, I take dreams though,
Say again?
I'll take the streams though.
No, listen, I bet the fuck you would. I bet the fuck you would.
hell yeah.
It is what the fuck it is. But what I want to do tonight, like I said, I definitely want to play some underground songs. And all of us here, I'm not sure about Hectic, at some point dabbled in music.
Oh, actually, not to cut you off, but I had an internship with Warner Brothers.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I went to school for audio production. So yeah.
All right, so now you can't say that without letting me hear some music at some point, Slime.
That's
I'm on your head. I don't give a fuck if it's
super-
97 years old. I don't
that's
give a fuck.
super decades ago.
Don't even
And
matter. I still want to hear that shit.
and I was more on the business tip. I wanted to be more of an A&R and exec versus an artist. So
So let me ask you this, man. Being as though you go crazy with the porn industry, and if you said you wanted to be an A&R exec or whatever, what did you look for when you looked at artists? Then what did you listen for when you heard an artist?
something that I definitely miss, especially with the sound out today, is I miss the difference in coast, how the beats used to resonate from one coast to another. So like if you heard a Too Short, you knew where he was from. When you heard Biggie, you knew where he was from. When you heard Wayne, you knew where he was from. Now everyone just sounds like they're just in one melting pot and they're all trying to sound the same. I was telling someone, Jadakiss has a distinct voice. Busta has a distinct voice. Even Kevin Gates has a distinct voice. So when these people say whatever they're saying, off of just oh shit, Jada's about to come. Like who's about now. Some of these kids, you'd be like, who is this? Little shit, no name. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
and coupled with the fact that everybody trying to make their name sound the same too.
Facts.
Yeah.
right? You got 20 no shits. You know what I mean? Like,
No, you got little, you got big, you got OG, you got YG, you got young.
Facts. Like originality. When the fuck did originality leave music? Like it used to be. All of us can remember listening to music in the 90s, right? Or even if it was music from the 90s. Back then, the thing was, I'm trying to make sure I sound like nobody else.
I'm not trying
I
to
want
bite.
to sound as original as possible. And now, if you sound like me, I'm not going to take that as high praise. I'm taking that as offensive.
Disrespect.
Why the fuck are you trying to sound like me type shit?
Right.
Why is that no longer
the
a
same
thing?
producers? Yeah, everything. I mean, I remember when it was down to the producers. You couldn't even use the same producer I used.
Man.
Facts. That's a
So,
fact.
yeah. Yeah.
That's a fact. Honestly, what do you think happened to the originality?
Shit, nobody's original no more. Everybody, nobody has their sound. Nobody want to spend time. You know what it is? Nobody have a internal A&R within themselves. Nobody, instead of finding yourself, finding your voice. Like it took me 2 years to figure out who the fuck I was, to find my voice. Sorry about my language. To do that. It took me 2 years to do that because I wasn't trying to sound like Nicki Minaj. I wasn't trying to sound like Lil Kim. I didn't want to sound like that, but some people do not really understand how A&R really helps an artist. And though you don't have to go to find one, but if you do some homework, do some research, talk to several people, get some criticism, some feedback, it helps out a lot. But nobody wants to do that. Everybody want to jump in, get these streams, and let me just drop a single and let it go and hope that I get a meal ticket. Like,
Yeah.
Facts. Tempo, you agree with that?
Yeah. I think it became too easy just to do something that they saw already work. And it was crazy about it is they still make money off of it. So why wouldn't the next person see that like, well, shit, that's easy. Just do that, make a little money. Do that. And
that's the thing, man. After the fifth or sixth or seventh motherfucker made money, number 8 ain't gonna make no money at this fucking point.
Not at all.
Yeah, but some of them don't care. Some of them just want to look like they're making money. That's why a lot of times the longevity in this business, man, you lucky if you're able to go 3 to 5 years where you can perform and make money and be at a high level. Because what's that?
No, I was gonna say, even then, like the people that work hard, like Lil Baby been on, but he's now to the level where he's at. You know what I mean?
Right.
The Baby, a lot of them cats were already in the trenches doing what they needed to do, but it took them so long because they're still under that old, machine of this is how we have to do it. And even they're looking at the new kids like, and you're right, the new kids, all you have to do is get you a laptop, get you some egg crates, make a beat, go put it straight on YouTube. Hopefully that shit kicks off, and you don't even need the machine as it used to be. So there's no difference. The only difference between the porn industry and the music industry is one is video, the other one's music. Because the same shit that y'all, going on about in the music industry is the same shit we're going about in the porn industry. Anyone could just make a fuck video, put that shit out, and now they're labeled a porn star or content creator or whatever the fuck. It's the same shit. It has transcended different industries, but it's the same microwave. Let me in and out. There's no thought process. There's no build up. There's no real true foundation. It's just, look at me. How outrageous can I be right now? My song is hot. I'm out here fucking on playgrounds. It's just a bunch of just nonsense going on. And it doesn't hit them till later on where they be like, I really ain't make no fucking money.
Yeah.
That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie, man. I go ahead, Easy.
I would say they make no money or no impact. Like
100%. You forget about them quickly.
Yeah. Like
that's because it's not longevity. It's what's the wave, what can catch. The internet is a gift and a curse at the same time because the competitiveness. Okay, even though we're not literally in competition with each other. Like I'm not in competition with no other artists. I'm in competition with myself. But it's like a talent show. It's like, well, what can you do or what do you bring differently than the next person? But now because the internet is so broad, everybody can see it. It's not competitive. Why do I need to be original anymore? I could just drop some shit and just do some shit. I don't have to be original no more. It's so oversaturated that originality is no longer here. Now that's the prized possession is originality. Now that's what we're looking for in this oversaturated industry. It's like, okay, well, damn, yep, I didn't heard all 10 of y'all, but I like you specifically because you're not them other 9. It's no originality is played out.
Now that you didn't pick one out of the other 9, you're a hater. You just hate me and all that shit. That shit, I ain't gonna lie, that shit pisses me off every time I hear that shit. So speaking of, we're gonna get into this first motherfucking song, and here's what we do on the happy hour. We don't believe in the whole oh, they did music. Let's give them a kumbaya because
Oh, you want us to be brutal?
I want you to keep it a fucking bean.
He
As an
sounds-
artist, as a fucking artist, like I said, I did music a long time myself. I ain't make it to the level you three made it to. It is what the fuck it is. Fuck y'all too. Whatever. But I want y'all to keep it a bean because the worst thing a motherfucker could do is tell you that your song is good, knowing that it's trash.
That's fucked up.
No, it is. And a lot of people don't understand that. It's a lot of artists out right now, underground, mainstream, whatever, that in their minds, I'm making great songs because people keep saying that the song is good, but nobody's coming back and listen to the song because the song actually is trash because nobody wants to be honest with that person.
That goes back to what Honesty was saying about having that inner A&R.
Facts.
Ain't no record labels no more. So I remember when it was a camp of us in the studio all the time. And if you made some bullshit, somebody came in the studio like, yo, what the fuck is that? And you're like, oh, that's my new shit. Nigga, please delete that shit and don't ever let it be heard again. And if it was everybody's running, yo, what the fuck is that? Let me get on that. Like you knew. Because you had niggas around all the time in the studio. Now I'm in my crib, I make a bullshit song and send it to my homie, like, yo, that shit dope. When he telling his homie, yo, my boy trash as fuck with his music.
But I'm gonna just ride this wave in case he makes it. You feel
He
me?
makes it, right. Nah, I've been day one.
Supporter.
Yeah, I was his
just
day
in case
one.
you blow.
Facts, just to make it look good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna tell y'all who the song is, just in case you know the motherfucker. I want y'all to actually listen to the music and go based off that. And be honest, if the mix sound bad, the song wasn't good because the mix was bad. If the lyrics was trash, lyrics was trash. You don't like Flan will tell you in a heartbeat if you got auto-tune on your song, he just not gonna like it as soon as he hear auto-tune.
Are we listening to the whole song? Are we
yes, we are.
Okay.
We're gonna listen to the whole motherfucking song.
So hopefully it's one of these new age kids that got these minute and 30-second songs.
Hey, you might get one or two of those. We'll see what happens. Let's get it popping though. Let's get it popping. My bad. Technical fucking difficulties.
Yeah, you fucked me up with that one.
Technical fucking difficulties.
Yo,
That shit wasn't funny, Hectic. That shit wasn't
yo,
funny.
nah, it did. I done heard 10 other people with the same shit.
And what was that? What was that, guy? Oh, so hold on. You could actually hear the song?
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, we heard it loud and clear.
Yeah, we already.
Wow. So this shit coming through the wrong headphones for me. It is what the fuck it is then.
He called out the gate.
Right. Yeah.
I put my life on the line. Out of the struggle, I'm making the way. Too much to lose on the line. Cause I'm still in the game, making these plays. Feel like I'm losing my mind. Voice keep talking to me, babe. You know I keep it on me, babe. It's even in my wrist, babe. I put my life on the line. Out of the struggle, I'm making the way. Too much to lose on the line. Cause I'm still in the game, making these plays. Feel like I'm losing my mind. His voice keep talking to me, babe. You know I keep it on me, babe. It's even in my wrist, babe. I just been joking and making plays. Always spending what you trying to say. Grab a drown, swimming on my own. Or I ride on a nigga way. Whoever said crime didn't pay. He a damn it lit. But ask me if I give a shit. Fuck niggas better get a grip, boy, I'm busy getting all I can get. Drum roll, I'ma let it rip. Gotta stay strapped down in the mid. I put my life on the line. Out of the struggle, I'm making the way. Too much to lose on the line. Cause I'm still in the game, making these plays. Feel like I'm losing my mind. Voices keep talking to me, babe. You know I keep it on me, babe. It's even in my wrist, babe. I put my life on the line. Out of the struggle, I'm making the way. Too much to lose on the line. I'm still in the game, making these plays. Feel like I'm losing my mind. Cause voices keep talking to me, babe. You know I keep it on me, babe. It's even in my wrist, babe. Yeah. Picture me rolling, feel like the rose, and they like the way that I ball though. I like money like Lucy, my life a movie, feel like I'm Ricky Ricardo. I don't beef on the net, I be shopping no line. You see how I tell that I'm all though. Back to back, gone up in them farms though. Turn the parking lot until the car show. Had a sweet look into the gun click, now this bone thug got that crossroads. I don't slip a slack, man, fuck all that. I be on point, I'm on boss mode. Hail Mary on a Randy Moss mode. Play them cold corners till it all sold. Got a mean poker face, I never fold. I have more stripes than a barcode. It's a long road with a high toe. Lord knows niggas ain't playing right. So I pray I see them all. Open at the law, let a nigga make it through the night. All these bands on me, take my pistol twice. Take a game cousin when I'm at the light. How my empire gon' fall apart when the foundation made a sacrifice. I don't wanna hear about a nigga told if you can't show the shit in black and white. Wanna know if I'm a real nigga, nigga is a bullfrog ass watertight. That's a dumb question, learn a real lesson wrong. Answer nigga, you can lose your life. They just want the fame, they forget the part I was out there with it. I put my life on the line. Out of the struggle, I'm making the way. Too much to lose on the line. Cause I'm still in the game, making these plays. Feel like I'm losing my mind. Voices keep talking to me, babe. You know I keep it on me, babe. It's even in my wrist, babe. I put my life on the line. Out of the struggle, I'm making the way. Too much to lose on the line. Cause I'm still in the game, making these plays. Feel like I'm losing my mind. Cause voices keep talking to me, babe. You know I keep it on me, babe. It's even in my wrist, babe. Yeah.
So in the song, before I play the song, Hectic, your first question was I going to play the whole song? When you first heard the song, the first thing you said was it sounded like everything else automatically. But then I saw a look on your face. So how you feel about that song?
The third verse.
Now, this is the reason why I said I'm going to play the whole song. A lot of times, that first couple minutes, you might be like, all right, man, turn this shit off. But then you make it out on a song that you actually like.
Nah.
Just because I know I've done that before.
Even part of the second verse, I had to listen to other things to connect to it, because I would tell you honestly, the auto-tune killed it for me. It was too much. He could have brought it down a couple of levels, still had it on there, and it was still would have rolled. But it was almost like taking a bunch of cats and with their claws and on the chalkboard. It was too much. So that's why when Old Boy came, I don't know if it's the same person.
Same person, whole song.
So when he came,
whole song.
So when he came to the third verse and it cleared up, it was riding. It was riding. That's
so
when I was like,
he should have did that the whole song. You saying
the whole fucking song? He could have kept the hook, but the whole song he should have did what he did on the third verse. Because, like you said, I was like, and then that third verse hit, and it wasn't just me. I seen a couple other people like, you know what I mean? That third verse snapped.
Honestly, you agree, huh?
Yeah, the hook is good. The first verse, I really wasn't feeling it. And I'm not trying to compare this whole little Fetty Wap sound, and I get the Lil Waynes and all of them, and they doing that today, but I don't know if I'm just tired of hearing it because I hear it so much. I'm about lyrical content. I want to hear what you're saying. I don't care about that other gibberish stuff. Like, that doesn't matter to me.
I figured, you Tempo.
Yeah. No, it had to catch me because at first it was the same thing. Like I said, I'm not necessarily against auto-tune if it's used correctly, but I mean, I don't use it myself necessarily, but I felt like it was a little too much. And then, like you said, at some point I started to be able to actually hear what he was saying, hear that he was actually, you know what I'm saying, putting words together and shit like that. So yeah, same thing for me, man. I feel like he could turn it down a little bit and it'll still sound good. He still has some skill and talent to be able to, get in the pocket and have that hook like that. But I'm also, like I said with her as well, like, I prefer something that's gonna catch my ear is something that just sounds distinctive. It don't have to necessarily be the most different thing, but I just want to hear like, oh, this is your voice. Oh, this is your sound. You know what I mean?
I definitely hear that. Definitely hear that. Easy.
So they done all said what I've been thinking, like pretty much. And it was a tale of two songs for me. Like I didn't even realize it was 3 verses because the first 2, it just like some shit running together.
So it's actually 2 verses, and the hook is said 3 times.
Okay.
I'm like,
Oh,
that's what I thought. The second verse was hard, dope as fuck. That first verse,
Yeah.
I got lost in the first verse.
maybe
The
that's
thing
what
is,
it is.
both-
I kind of tuned
Both
out.
verses is way over 16, so it kind of seemed like it would be longer verses.
Oh, it was like a
Okay.
Brooklyn Zoo joint.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so
Both verses was extended, which a lot of people, in my mind, a lot of people can't do because one thing I will say is each verse he stayed on topic the whole verse, even though the verse went past 16, which a lot of motherfuckers start throwing in filler bars. I feel like both verses he still was on topic. I agree with the auto-tune shit. I'm not a big auto-tune fan. I think Wayne killed that shit. Everybody mad at
And T-Pain.
I'm not mad at T-Pain at all. I'm mad at Lil Wayne.
Used it for what he used it for.
No, T-Pain used it and it didn't sound bad. It actually sounded good. Lil Wayne overused it, oversaturated it, and then he made other artists feel like, damn, well, if he could sound that bad and his shit still pop, I could do the same thing. That shit used to sound horrible with Lil Wayne. I don't give a fuck
it
how
still
people
does.
feel about it. That
Even
shit was
as he's
horrible.
gotten older.
Nah,
but see,
that
Raw,
shit was
I
way
couldn't-
worse in the beginning. Way
But
worse.
see, Raw, you said he stayed on topic. I couldn't even tell you what the fucking topic was from the first verse.
So as I'm listening to the whole song, he's talking about the hustle life. He's talking about what he did on the grind. He talked about how motherfuckers is talking shit, but I'm standing tall type shit. Like I can hear what he's saying. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When I listen to music, the first time I hear a song, I don't hear the beat. I hear the beat when it first start, but once you start talking, once I start hearing words, the beat get blanked out to me. I only want to hear what you saying. I could blank out auto tunes because I had to do that shit for Wayne for so fucking long that I'm just used to not even paying attention to that shit. To be honest with you, That's just me. I listen to music a little bit differently. I have to hear words. I got to hear what you're saying. So to me, the beat could be crazy. The hook could be fantastic. And when you start rapping, you're saying absolutely nothing. You lost me. It is what it is. That's just.
But that's why when he did the second verse, it was so clear, it was so concise that I was like, and same like you, I was able to then turn off the beat and hear what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
Facts.
And here's the thing with the auto-tune. A lot of engineers don't know music theory. So they don't understand how to use auto-tune properly. That shit has to be in key. So when you hear all that resonance, you could tell that the auto-tune is just in C major. But the song's not. And so it's all that shit.
So you gotta remember the same way it's 1,000 fucking rappers, it's 1,000 motherfuckers trying to be producers because they feel like they could be Metro Boomin. I could be Swiss Beats. I could be Timbaland. I could be Mike Will, and I could be all these dudes without any schooling, without any teaching, without any knowledge. I could just buy a program and I'm great.
But look at the evolution of Metro Boomin. This Spider-Verse soundtrack was fire. The album he dropped before that, fire. He evolved. It wasn't no more the trap shit. He tried to orchestrate a whole different move to it. You see what I'm saying? So I get it. When you start off like me, I just taught a class on videography. Yeah, I started off on my cell phone. Now I got digital cameras. You see what I'm saying? So it's a progression. So I get it.
That's a fact. Let's
And
get
then
into
I
this
think
next.
before you go, a lot of producers are in a safe zone. Like a lot of them don't want to branch out because that's my problem right now with some of my music. It's like you're so stuck in this box, you're scared to try other things or to level up or change what you already comfort. You're scared to come out your comfort currently. So I get it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I definitely hear that. I mean, if as an artist, when you get stuck in your comfort zone, you already fucked.
For sure.
In my personal opinion, because at that point you get to the point where all your songs sound exactly alike.
Ike.
Like, and motherfuckers don't understand that. Like, every song is not supposed to sound alike. I'm supposed to hear different shit when I hear your music.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Your music is supposed to change. I don't want to hear. If you gonna give me the same song you just gave me, why not? Why won't I just listen to the last song?
Exactly.
Why do I need
like
to
you in the
hear
same
a new
mood all
song?
the
Like,
time.
Exactly.
yeah, like, all right. And I know a lot of motherfuckers get mad when I say this shit. I have never been a Rick Ross fan. His first album, to me, fire. Every album after that
Port of Miami?
sounds Port of Miami, fire. After that, every song sounds alike to me. I'm from Philly. I'm not a Meek Mill's fan at all. Every song sounds exactly alike to me. Like, even, and it's not, I'm not even talking about the yelling. I'm not even talking about the cadence or none of that. I'm talking about the words. You're saying the same exact thing every single song. It's like, all right, when do
I
you
don't know.
talk about something else?
Championship went hard for me. Championship was different than his other albums to me, though. But that's just me. I get it.
Listen, people could say what they want about Jay. Every single album, you heard his evolution. You say what you want about Nas. Every single album, you hear his evolution. J. Cole, you hear his evolution. Kendrick, motherfuckers hate Kendrick, but he evolved every single album he's put out.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why when he drop an album, regardless
people
if you like
run
it or
to
not,
it. Yeah.
you're gonna go listen to it because you want to see how did he grow on this album. No album sounds alike. Not one of his songs sound like anything he did on Good Kid, Mad City.
None.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, real shit. Like, let's get it. But that song was Jumpman. The song was called Life on the Line. I actually do fuck with that song myself. It is what the fuck it is.
No, and so before we move on, I would also have to hear it in my car because hearing it here versus hearing it in my car, because I might hate something here, but when I in my car and you cruising,
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Different.
Just like hearing it in the club hit different. I can definitely understand that.
Facts. Mm-hmm.
So, all right, next joint. Let's go.
Yeah, bitch, I need a rollie that's frozen. Both of my pockets is swollen. I push the V like it's stolen. They say it's a drought, but I'm holding. I get the flexing like Hogan. They say you get rich if you do it right. Got 2 trap phones, do 2 a night. Off-white drip is a off night. The coke gon' lock like a dog fight. Just know that it's up if it's on site. We get the buzzing like hornets. Running your crib like a warrant. My shooter gon' claim all the wreck like insurance. Big bank roll is enormous. Smoking on trees like a forest. Bitch, I run through the trap like I'm Forrest. I can put you in dirt like a florist. When a word touchdown, but I'm scoring. I get it in and be gone by the morning. I see real niggas turning informants. He was up, he had jewels and he pawned it. We don't condone in that fraud shit. Guess I'm stuck in the trap till we all rich. I made 100 off hard flips. It's like come with a gamble and hard risk. It ain't no game when I play it to win. And we been your block, we gon' spend it again. Made all this money, I'll do it again. I had a good run, I'ma do it again. I'ma do it again. It ain't no game when I play it to win. And we been your block, we gon' spend it again. Made all this money, I'll do it again. I had a good run, I'ma see I made a killing off crack rock. Jump right in the fire, I'm that hot. I put on for my team like a mascot. I fed out all my dog like a pet shop. Bitch, I come from the trenches, the back block. Treat your boo like a thought, give a back shot. When them niggas slid through, we threw back shots. I ain't showing no love like a step pop. See, bitch, I'm on point like a needle. I sold rocks for the bands like a beetle. You can't bite off that hand if it feeds you. Bitch, I wanted you here, I don't need you. I know a shooter like Curry. I'm dripping his sauce, my chicken is curry. If you talking that snow, I make flurry. Only smoke on that bird of his fur, and he cashing a hurry. No game when I play it to win. And we been your block, we gon' spend it again. Made all this money, I'll do it again. I had a good run, I'ma do it again. I'ma do it again. It ain't no game when I play it to win. And we been your block, we gon' spend it again. Made all this money, I'll do it again. I had a good run, I'ma do it again.
All right, Tempo, how you feel about that joint?
Hey, I fuck with that. I actually like that. Yeah, believe it or not, I rock with that. I like it because it was one of those situations where, like I said, I heard that person's voice and I'm like, all right, this person sounds like themselves. I don't even know who they are, but they sound like themselves. You know what I'm saying? I like that I can hear what he's saying. I like the production side as far as the music. You know what I'm saying? That I'm actually hearing some instruments and everything. And then another thing, he had layers. So like a lot of times you don't hear artists who go back and do background vocals as far as stacking, like, with the hook or emphasizing certain words, saying again. So, I like seeing that because that means that you took time to be like, no, play this back. Let me go back in and do this. Let me do it. I know as an artist what that takes. So I like hearing somebody that took time on it, man. So, shout out to them.
It's funny you say that, right? I just told somebody a couple weeks ago. They did a verse and they was like, all right, it's done. I was like, all right, now go back and do like some highs, some lows, some random shit. Like just do a couple different takes of it, say it in different tones and shit like that. That way it could be blended and sound smooth. And they was like, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I thought this was like normal practice. But I had to realize that this is not normal practice for a lot of artists. When you hear a lot of people's song, you could tell they just did the song one time, gave it to the engineer, and the engineer's like, fuck, it ain't shit I could do with it. So it's just gonna sound like shit. It is what the fuck it is. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the artist and them being a little characteristic. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, it's not just a one flat line thing. Is you got to be a little animated, a little, into yourself to be able to do that stuff, because that's not a natural thing. Like you said, you have to go and tell somebody that. So I think that's, if it's not a taught situation, I think it's embedded in you depending on how the person is on the track. Like some people be geeked up about that shit and be like, I'm about to do all this extra shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think it really depends on the artist when it comes to the layering. It depends on the artist.
Man, listen, if any engineer let you know, if I come to your booth, you gonna work. Because I'm not giving you just one motherfucker take. We gonna work while we in this motherfucker. And the crazy part is, I may give you 15 takes and do that shit in like 20 fucking minutes. So you better be ready, because we working in this motherfucker. It is what it is. Honestly, how you felt about that song though?
I fucks with that song actually. I was able to hear it. It was clear. The production was really nice, and I'm a character, so I like all the animated shit. I like the levels and the layers and all that stuff. So I actually fuck with that one.
Roger the fuck that. Hectic.
So I liked it. It was crazy that Tempo hit on it. His voice, like I could hear if he got a little bit more raspy, that he'd be like he'd capture the attention a little bit more. So like certain people, especially with their voice, once they do it a little minute, they find their pocket. But yeah, I could definitely hear that. Give him a little bit. I don't know how long he's been doing it, but give him a little bit more time where he really, really, really finds that pocket. He'll be a beast.
So y'all know how DMX sound exactly how he sound rapping when he talk.
This dude sounds just like that.
That's exactly how that nigga sound when he talk.
He must sound just like that.
That nigga's like nothing's different. This is when you hear this nigga talk, you would think he's rapping. It's the same exact thing.
Yeah. But I like because like I said when we started talking, if I name Jada, Busta, and some of the other people, I like people with distinct sounds of their own, so I know I can pinpoint you out of a crowd. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of these kids don't realize. If you sound like the next dude, I got 10 dudes sound the same way. But if this dude sounds different, shit, okay. Even if he's boo-boo, because he sounds different, is going to give him a leg up.
Yeah. Facts. Big facts. A lot of people don't understand that. Easy, what do you think are the ingredients or the recipe for a good song?
So a good song has to have an attention-grabbing factor, and it can't be the beat. Like, the beat could be part of it, but it can't be the hook. Like, you have to have a good hook, even if it's not the chorus. And some people get those two things confused. A chorus is a chorus. A hook could just be a word. Like fucking when I listen to Migos, the hook was always the ad-libs. I was listening to Migos for like, where's the ad-libs at? Like that's what had me hooked.
I ain't gonna hold you. I can't stand the Migos because all I hear is them niggas ad libs. I can't understand nothing else them niggas say but ad libs. Because they ad libs be louder than they verses. Like, that shit be crazy. Like.
But that's what makes them distinctive. See, that's what we got to remember in this game is what's going to make you stand out from somebody else, whether you utilize your voice, like he said with the artist that you just played, or whether it's your ad libs because you got some, or like Nicki Minaj, or like what is going to make you stand out other than you jumping on that track. You got like so many different things to make you stand out. I don't think people really understand that and utilize those factors.
Facts.
I think.
Hold on, before I forget, that was Star Show. The song was called Again.
Okay.
I don't want to not say a motherfucking name and a song just in case somebody out there want to download some shit. I'm definitely not going to not allow y'all that access to do so. But what was you saying? Easy, finish what you were saying.
Other parts to a good song is it has to have a hook, but then it also has to have like the right energy, right? So you can't get on a mellow beat and go crazy and be loud and yelling and shit, but you also can't be quiet and talking on a crunk ass beat. So the energy has to match the vibe of the beat. And then I know not everybody's a like elite lyricist, but the content has to be worth listening to. Like, if you're gonna talk about shaking ass, make me like visualize it. Like this dude, like I just pointed out one bar, but he was painting pictures. He said, "Put you in the dirt like a florist." You really think about a florist planting flowers in the dirt to be like, "Oh shit!"
Like, damn.
That wasn't a knocked out the park bar, but it just painted a picture for you to be able to see what he's saying. So it's a lot that goes in. It's like a movie. You got to think you're making a movie when you're making a song.
That's a fact. Tempo, you think he's missing any ingredients?
You said, do I think he's missing any?
Yeah.
Nah, I think bro pointed on that earlier as far as like getting more confident in your voice. Like that was one thing for me. I had to get comfortable with that. I had to at one point tell them like, nah, don't put nothing on my voice. Let me sound like me. Let me have that. And I had to start to understand like, nah, this is dope because that became what people like. So you could tell when the artist is finding a voice or when they know like, nah, this is me. And it sounds like he just need to come out a little harder with it. Cause like he sounds dope. Like I said, the first thing I said, I don't even know dude, but I know that's his voice. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if I could tell man, I would say lean into that shit a little more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, if he got just a little bit more raspy, you'd be like, all right, yeah, you got it. You got it.
It's crazy when I ask, like when I do interviews and I ask people like, at what point did you find your voice? At one point did you find your sound? And I hear people be like, oh yeah, I had my sound since day one. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, you're not going nowhere. You're not even trying to, because you're not even trying to progress. You're not trying to get better. In your mind, I just did my first song and I'm great. When a motherfucker tell me the first song he did was the shit, or she did was the shit, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, you're going absolutely nowhere. Because you don't know how to progress. If you can't even critique yourself, how the fuck do you expect to get better?
Critiquing yourself.
So with my industry, people coin me GOAT, this and that, right? But when people say, "Oh, your photography, your videos, great," I'd be like, "It's okay." And so one time, someone was like, "Well, why do you say it's okay? Like, clearly you're on everybody's shit. Everyone's, wanting you to be behind the camera for them. Why you say okay?" I said, "If I say I'm great, there's no more that I could go. I'm done. I hit that plateau. But if I'm okay, I have room to grow."
Facts.
Yeah. While we on the topic about growing, somebody posted the shit when Glorilla was saying it's not a flex to be the smartest one in the room. And all these people calling her stupid and shit. And I'm like, that is the most intelligent thing ever come out of her mouth.
That's because it was all the idiots called her stupid.
Yeah.
Real shit.
You don't got nowhere to grow.
Somebody told me a long time ago, the smartest man in the room is the one asking the most questions.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
The average person just heard what I said and they was like, what? That don't even make sense. That's
Right.
because you the dumbest nigga in the room. It is what the fuck it is.
They used to
Been
annoy
there.
us in middle school and high school when niggas be in class. I got a question, because that used to annoy us, but as an adult, you understand why. But also speaking on that topic with growth, not too many artists, I don't think, go back and really listen to the old songs that they recorded previously. Like before I write a new song, I don't give a damn how many songs I got. I go back all the way to the beginning and I listen to all my songs before I start this next song, because I need to know, where can I do this better? Where did I fuck up here? Or how can I tighten this up a little more? Like that's my process. You feel me? So a lot of people don't go back and grade their own work in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And you have to, because you can't rely on your people to come and do it. Some will be brutally honest, like, hey, no, that's trash, but you're not going to always get that. So you have to be able to be comfortable to critique yourself and be like, I don't like that. I don't like how I sound. You have to. Same thing with your performance videos. All my performance videos, I go back and I critique myself. Always. I'm constantly critiquing myself, but that's the only way you're going to grow. Other than that, you're going to be complacent and you're never going to level up.
All facts. I remember some years back, I'm having a conversation with somebody, and he was like, hey, man, like, what do you listen to when you want to get in the mindset to write? Like, who do you listen to? And I said, well, I listen to myself. And he was like, man, that's some cocky ass shit. And I was like, nah, it's not cocky at all. I want to make sure that this song that I'm writing is way better than everything else I wrote. So he was like, well, how you going to do that by listening to yourself? I said, well, I know as I've gotten older, I know what bars was like, nigga, that was cheesy. That was kind of trash.
Yep.
How the fuck did you say that? You could have said that way better, and that would have sounded better. So now in my mind, when I'm writing this new song, I know if I say something along the lines of what I said then, if I would have said that like this, it would have sounded better. So, all right, how can I flip that to make this one stronger? How can I get my syllables right? How can I ride the beat better? How can I do all these things better than all the shit that I've already done?
Yep.
He's like, man, fuck that. Like, what the fuck? I need to go back and listen to my old shit to get better from. I'm like, listen, everybody got their process. If you compete, I only compete with myself. I don't believe in competing with nobody else. Yeah. It is what the fuck it is. If we're in a 100-mile dash, I don't see you niggas. I just see me running and I'm trying to beat myself. Pause. It is what the fuck it is. You know what I mean?
You're supposed to beat yourself, though.
Yeah, real quick. One thing you mentioned too earlier, man, y'all talking about asking questions. Yo, that's the biggest thing, especially in this music business, bro, because even conversation costs, bro. It's called a consultation fee. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And when I went on tour, like, the biggest thing that I do is I find out who's who. And that don't mean the top people. That just means who's who. Hey, you an artist? You a local artist? What's up? Let me follow you. So that way we can tap in and be in this city. Because the thing about it is, if I go and ask this question, a lot of times a lot of people don't realize people will answer. If you pull up to them, you catch them in the right setting. Yeah, catch them in the right setting. You ask them a question. That's the answer. When I was in New York, I made sure I'll walk out every show I did and be like, damn, I had about $6,000 worth of conversation tonight. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I talked to that many people and got that much information. Whereas I would have had to schedule a meeting and pay to get that information. Hey, man, we was both having a drink. I asked you, hey, how do I go on the next tour? How do I go international? How do I make money off of this? And you answered me. I really made money tonight.
You could make a better song than somebody, but they know how to promote better. So why not talk
100%. 100%.
Facts.
Like, that's the crazy. People don't understand that. Oh, his music is trash. I don't know that nigga. Fuck, I'm talking to him for. But now you sit here saying to yourself, well, his music buzzing, mine ain't. Why not holler at that nigga, say, yo, Playboy, how did you do this? Even if he don't give you all the game, he may give you small pieces for you to build on.
So go back to me. I have a couple mentors in this industry. So I saw my mentor this weekend, and I was with a little situation or whatever. And so he was like, yeah, you remember like 6-7 years ago, we were right over there and you stopped me and you asked me one question that turned into an hour-long conversation.
Yep.
But everybody too.
And that turned into how many years?
Everybody
Exactly.
too cool. Everybody too cool. I don't know that nigga. What the
I was
fuck I'm
about to
talking to
say,
him for?
you gotta be comfortable talking with people, and a lot of these artists don't understand. You don't utilize your opportunity to network. Don't just come here and perform. Don't just come here and then, you know what I'm saying, support and then leave. No, sit around, stick around, talk to some people, because him, her may know something that I definitely know you don't know. Because you don't know everything.
It's crazy. Like, I'll interview a motherfucker, right? And I say, yo, don't disappear. Because I know motherfuckers that either you could get on a song with. I may know a motherfucker that you could possibly get on a tour, do a show, something. Right. But motherfuckers would be like, oh, well, my interview done. I'm done with that nigga. Nah, you don't just sever bridges just to sever bridges. You never fucking know where that bridge can still lead you to.
Right. That bridge got to cross somewhere. Like, even if I go to a show, like I'm not performing, I'm just going to a show and some local acts is opening up. When they hop off the stage, I go find them. And I look like a fucking groupie in there, but I'm like, yo, I'm an artist too. Like, let's network, let's connect.
Right.
IG. And niggas be like, yo, why are you talking to these underground niggas? They ain't nobody. I'm like, because I'm nobody with them. And one day we will be somebody together.
That's right.
100%.
Motherfuckers don't be understanding it, man. Let's get into this next motherfucking song, though. Yeah, I think y'all gonna like this. We'll see. Hectic kind of hard tonight. Pause. We're gonna see what happens.
For real. Shout it real. She drive me wild. She giving real, bitch. Watch your mouth. She giving real, bitch. She giving real. Drive me wild. Okay, little baby, little mama, let me ease that pressure. All the mean expression. She just need affection. She don't want your money. She just need investments. She just want her someone. She don't need a question. Baby, I see your essence. Baby, I see your weapons. I love when your mouth get messy. I love when your talk get reckless. Shout out high class when the check head and still keep it gutter at the west. Shout out might be my new best friend. Shout out might be my new best friend. Shout out might be my new best friend. Shout out gon' ride no exit. Shout out got a smile so sexy. I'm falling in her eyes, don't catch me. Calling it a mild obsession. I'ma give it all in the extra. She the only one I dream of. I don't just want it, I need ya. Shout it real. Drive me wild. She giving real, bitch. Watch your mouth. She giving real, bitch. She giving real. Drive me wild. I can tell by the face you ain't playing no games. The money ain't playing no games. Cut those so the next nigga play with your heart and be the one to play no graves. Just know that a real that bitch need a real that nigga. I'm laying my claim. 2 peas in the pine with a real thing. Here's a hurt block shot between flames. I can tell that our energy's mixed. Yeah, I get defeated my fire, we lit. I know you got a man, money gotta be slick with the slinky link dick. That's anonymous tip. Backseat in the car, shot riding this stick. Back shots on the wall, gotta climb in that bitch. Jackpot, shot smashing money up like a lottery ticket. Look at back to back, money gotta remix. Make a lose side of these niggas. Shotta come be mine. I see you in the Dior's flex. Shotta come be more sexy. Calling it a mild obsession. I'ma give it all in the extra. She the only one I dream of. I don't just want it, I need ya. Shout it real. Drive me wild. She giving real, bitch. Watch your mouth. She giving real, bitch. She giving real. Drive me wild.
Tempo, how you feel about that joint right there?
Hey, I'll ride that. I'll ride that. The only thing I can say is that it probably a little bit cleaner as far as the mix and mastering side of it. But nah, I'll rock with it. I personally will be riding to that. Like I fuck with that.
Like I said, I personally would ride to that one.
Yeah.
Definitely hear that. Honesty, how you feel about that one?
It was okay. I like his cadence. His delivery was the shit. I do like that. But like he said, the mix and mastering can be done a little bit better. The hook I didn't really too much care for, but I like his cadence on the verses.
Okay. Hey.
So to me, it was like a feel good. I know what he was talking about, but it felt good. It also had layers.
Super pause, my nigga. But keep going.
Right. That the music, it was a feel good music.
It felt good though, huh? Keep going though.
It also had layers. You know what I mean? Like I felt like it had not too much going on, but there was depth to the song. Also, something that it did that the other two songs didn't do for me, it made me think of a music video for it. It made me think of him and this girl, probably he talking to the shorty in the mall, you know what I mean? You know, saying what he likes and what, you know what I mean? So it automatically turned me to like, okay, how this scenario will be set up and how we would shoot this kind of deal. So yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. A lot of times when I listen to music, if I can't see you in the video, like it don't have to have a video, but in my mind, I see the video as I'm listening to the song. Those are songs that stick with me the most.
Yeah.
If I don't visualize nothing, typically the song is just like, all right, it's just another song to hear.
And I think maybe too, because this one was more like I would say a hood love song kind of deal.
Okay.
Versus the other two were more like this, we just, you know what I mean, we getting it kind of deal. So it was a little different because you can't market everything, although it might sound good, you can't market everything.
I got you. Easy. I kind of feel like I know what you're gonna say about this joint, but how you feel about it?
So you already know I'm rocking with it. It's in the rotation, but we talk about a sound, like he definitely, if you're not familiar with him, then you know what I'm saying, you would listen to his music, you'll understand what I mean, but he definitely has a distinct sound being from where he's from. And like you can tell he's from the South, but you don't just pinpoint him like, oh, he's from Atlanta. Like when you know that he's from Atlanta, then you start to think back to pre-trap music. Like this was real, like he down with the legends. Like this Kilo Ali influence right here. This not T.I. influence.
Got you. I got you. I'm with you. I actually fuck with the boy. That is Money Mac No K. The song called Real Bitch Vibes. I think he's one of those artists where you know, like you said, you know where he's from, but you don't know where he's from. To me, he got that East Coast vernacular, but he got that down south sound. And that's what drew me into listening to the boy music. I think he's definitely a dope artist in that aspect. Something you said earlier, heck, you were saying that everybody sounds alike. Why do you think nobody wants to have a specific what do you call it, demographic sound? Because it used to be if you was from New York, you don't want to sound like a nigga from down south. Niggas from down south, they went out their way to make sure, like, all right, you will never, like, even down to the words, like let's say
bong bong, like Wu-Tang would be like bong bong or something. Like you didn't hear that down south.
In general is not considered an area thing anymore.
Yeah,
everybody uses everybody's slang now.
So this is just like with content creation, right? You'll see, okay, case in point, the Barbie movie's out. From now to fucking Halloween, that's all them bitches gonna be on.
So hold on. Before you finish, there's two things that I'm tired of seeing people. And please, if you're watching this and you're doing either one of these things, just stop, because it's old at this point. And it's not even old, but it's old because we keep seeing it. I'm tired of seeing anything that got to do with a fucking chair. It is what the fuck it is. Like, just let it go. Like, everybody is photoshopping every picture they could possibly find with a chair. Motherfuckers is taking pictures in Walmart of chairs. Like, it's over at this point. Let it the fuck go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the Barbie shit. Most of you motherfuckers, they ain't never make a Barbie that resembled you at all. They did not make crackhead Barbie, hood Barbie, none of that shit. Stop this shit. This shit is getting fucking old. I'm just saying. This shit is like, come on. All you motherfuckers ate Barbies. Stop.
So back to that. So people nowadays like don't want to do the work. They want to go viral, right? So the easiest way to go viral is copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. So the same thing with rapper. Oh shit! Well, Lil Baby's on. He ain't. You know what I mean? He sound like this. So let me try to sound like this. You know what I mean? Because now maybe his fans won't know the difference between him and me, and I'll gain some of his follow, and the studios or whatever be like, oh, I'm fucking with him because he resembles Lil Baby. You know what I mean? I just think it's a lot of people not putting in the dedication and the time to develop themselves. So whoever they can resemble closely, let me latch onto that. Let me sound like that because it should give me an easier ride to where I feel I will end up.
So don't it pay off more when you work for it though?
We're not
this generation.
Now I was about to say we're not in the time for that. It's not that everything is at a speed. Shit, we are already at the end of 2023. Like everything is at a rapid speed, and then they put an age limit on the music instead of understanding that, you know what I'm saying? It's that 3 to 5 year age thing, and now people is getting in the game later in the age, you know what I'm saying? So everybody is just like, okay, let me hurry up and get these streams and run it up and get a quick little 5,000 that they paying you. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's not. Nobody's working hard no more.
For me, one great song sounds better than 20 shitty songs. I don't know, maybe it's just me.
I don't matter.
Because after the third shitty song, I'm not listening to the rest of your music.
But it's not about quality right now. It's about quantity.
Yeah. And how rapid you can get out there.
Exactly.
Look, they just showed us what the deal is, and they cloned Tyrone. It's a lot of clones, and I think part of it is internet, social media, shit's popular. So the government don't have to create clones because we doing it ourselves. We becoming the clones, and then
facts.
Motherfuckers got so much anxiety, and like I'm talking like real anxiety, like actual mental health. So they are afraid to stand out because they're not comfortable in their own skin. So if I can blend in and be like this motherfucker, I can still be on and popping, but then I don't have to like take the criticism
too much.
Yeah,
I ain't gotta risk it.
Like Lil Baby, and then when people are like, man, I'm tired of Lil Baby, they not saying I'm tired of Lil Infant because Lil Infant.
Back though.
Somebody said to me some years back, he was like, mind you, this dude, it ain't like he was young. So when he said this in my mind, I'm like, damn, you got that youngin' mentality. But I started really looking around, paying attention, and it kind of made sense, even though to me it's never going to make sense. So he explained to me that everybody wants that 30-second TikTok clip song. So it's not about what your full song do. It's about that 30 seconds of your song that everybody can clip and do a TikTok video or IG video or whatever from. Tempo, do you feel like you need that 30-second piece, or it's like, nah, like I want you to listen to my full project in its entirety?
Nah, I mean, for me, that's not what I came up off of. And I know that's not the same case for a lot of other people. But for me, I don't ever want to be gimmicky. You feel me? Like, I don't ever, like, you know what I'm saying? No matter, I'm going to do well no matter what.
MC Hammer was gimmicky. He still sold.
He sold, but that don't mean it ended well. Shit.
But he wasn't. But I don't think Hammer was gimmicky to the point where
Nigga, Hammer was a super gimmick, cuz we not going there.
I don't think, but what I'm saying is there's gimmicks in every industry. I mean, it is what it is. But I don't think it was like, there's a difference between gimmick, let me sell my soul, and let me do some outrageous shit that ain't really need to get put on, versus I understand the process.
All right, give me one Hammer lyric.
What, can't touch this?
No, not the, I ain't saying hook. I ain't saying hook. Fuck the hook. Give me one bar.
So I stopped listening to Hammer since I was a kid.
But I bet you if I say do his dance, you could do it.
Yeah, typewriter.
Because that nigga was a fucking gimmick. It is what it is. His gimmick was his dancing and them big dumb ass pants. To this day, they're still considered Hammer pants.
But when he went to Death Row though, I was like, oh, that's what we doing now.
Hold on. So you listened to a song that he did when he was with Death Row? What you telling me?
Yeah, that one way he's on by the.
So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and play this next song because I don't know what the fuck he talking about at this point.
I ain't even know Hammer went to Death Row.
I knew he went there, but I wasn't about to listen to a motherfucking thing he put out.
Yeah, bro. So what was so big, and it's a super pause moment, was because he was wearing Speedos. He was wearing Speedos by a pool and had all these hoes around him. Mind you, Hammer was, you know
know what? You right. That song was right after he got with Death Row. You right. I can't remember the name of the song, but that was right after he got there. You right.
Was it Pumps and the Bumps or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, Pumps and the Bumps. Pumps and the Bumps.
Because everybody started forgetting about the Hammer pants, and then all they saw was him in Speedos, and that became his new gimmick. Because he still wasn't saying shit. Yeah. It was who the fuck it was.
Well, look who stole Hammer's gimmick and transitioned into gospel music though. It's Kirk Franklin.
Facts. I can agree with that.
Gospel.
Damn, you fucked me up with that one.
No, I can agree with that for sure. I never thought about it that way, but now that you mention it, I can agree with that.
Yeah,
same.
All right, we're gonna get into this next song real quick. You know what I mean?
Pumps to the bump, pumps to the bump.
Pumps to the bump.
Yeah.
When I pull up, you better have that ass ready. When I say it's time to move, then we gotta move steady. I ain't with that, give me 5 minutes, let me do my hair. Still in your towel when I get there, we ain't going nowhere. Cause you know that silhouette, and your skin dripping wet. Ain't no need in drying off, cause you ain't gon' even finish that. Once I get behind it, you gon' get to dirty whining. You shaking and we grinding, now you know that's perfect timing. I'm trying to touch your soul when I go in, and you know I'm about to go in. When I put it on you, you ain't gon' wanna go then. Might as well stay in, we already late, but that's what you get for making me wait.
Baby, don't make me. You better not make me wait.
You ain't gotta say too much, cause from the look in your eyes, I can tell you wanna
Baby, don't make me. You better not make me wait.
Say you ain't gotta say too much, cause from the look in your eyes, I can tell you wanna You was born ready, trained to go since you was young. I knew the first time we met, you was gon' give me some. Kept on giving me the side eye and poking out your tongue. I knew you was a tease, I hate to chase you like to run. When you called me up and told me about your breakup, wanted to hit the club, said your life was about to shake up. But I ain't with that, give me just a sec to do my makeup. Cause you already know I like you just the way you wake up. Still ain't got no clothes on, you ain't tryna leave. Just take that towel off and hit your room and let's proceed. Cause you know what I want, and I'ma give you what you need. Girl, I'm certified, the satisfaction's guaranteed.
Baby, don't make me. You better not make me wait.
You ain't gotta say too much, cause from the look in your eyes, I can tell you wanna,
Baby, don't make me. You better
you ain't gotta say too much, 'cause from the look in your eyes, I can tell you wanna,
Baby, don't make me. You better not make me wait.
You ain't gotta say too much, 'cause from the look in your eyes, I can tell you wanna,
Baby, don't make me. You better not make me
Say
wait.
you ain't gotta say too much, 'cause from the look in your eyes, I can tell you wanna. You gotta
My
unmute.
bad. I'm muted like a motherfucker. Steady talking shit. Honesty, how you feel about that joint?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. Shit, it was raw, definitely. It was very much so raw. I think maybe a little more energy. Maybe a little bit more energy. I don't have really much to say about that.
Roger the fuck that. Tempo. Yeah, you did the same shit I'm doing. I did, son. Gotta unmute yourself.
Damn, slipping. Yeah, no, I think this one kind of did the same thing the last one did for me in the sense of I see it riding, you know what I'm saying, as a vibe, you know what I'm saying, something like that. But it's kind of like what Bro was talking about earlier, you know, it depends on how you view it. I wouldn't see it as marketable in every other place. I would see it as a vibe, you know what I'm saying, being able to do something, you know, kind of one thing into it.
Okay. Hey. I'm not sure why you look like that, but all right.
I would have went to the next song.
Wow. Okay.
I wasn't really feeling anything they was talking about. I don't know if it was supposed to be a love song, but you don't want to feel in love. I don't know. I don't know where he was going with it. Then at some point the hi-hats fucked me up. Them shits were like, I was like, whoa, what's going on? It was just, and then the chorus was just, it wasn't polished at all.
Okay.
It definitely wasn't a polished song, like where it was just, there was no depth, there was no layers, it was kind of like, here you go kind of deal. I would have definitely went to the next song.
Okay.
Easy,
How you feel about that song, Easy?
I feel like I need to re-record it. Nah, but for real, I appreciate the feedback, because I'm in that situation too where like a lot of people don't get ears on my music before I put it out sometimes. And that was like one of the first songs that I mixed myself. So like I heard those flaws, but I was just like, is at the point where I put it out, I was like, it's too late to go back and fix it because I might fuck it up. But like the hi-hat, I could hear, like when I was like, fuck, the hi-hats is too sharp. Like I need to take some sibilance out. But as I'm like listening to y'all, like Raw asked me why I didn't promote that song, and like I didn't give him this answer. But I'm like, it's kind of boring to me. So like you do it. So like I didn't promote it because I was like, it's kind of like you hear it, you put it on, you listen to it, you ride to it, but like it's kind of boring. So like I could feel what you're saying about like Honesty was like, I ain't got nothing to say, you know, like I think it's a dope song, but it definitely could be redone much better. So I appreciate the feedback.
See, for me, I fuck with that song because I deal with that shit every motherfucking day. So for me, that song is real life for me. Like, goddamn, like you ain't dressed yet? What the fuck? Like, all right, I don't even want to go no more. It is what the fuck it is.
I couldn't tell you what I mean, and no diss to you, Easy. I didn't know what the premise of the song was, because at some point, and this is, you know, they say what you got a couple seconds to grab the attention of a person.
This is true.
Yeah.
And so by the time that happened, I was already gone. And the only thing that jogged me kind of back to it was the hi-hats, because it was like it just came out of nowhere. It was just, I don't know. It just, that's what I heard, and that's kind of what jogged me out of it. You know what I mean? But I think if it was polished a little bit and maybe a little bit more energy, to it, probably could definitely be something.
Roger that. Let's get into this next song real quick. Next joint, we're gonna keep it moving, keep it pushing.
Killer, 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 kill the nigga here. Killer, 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 killer. Tempo. Well, that shit, don't story about it. Killer, 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 killer. Kill the nigga, killer, killer, killer. He walked in, kinda nervous at the zoo. Right? Killers and gorillas, plus the monkeys in the suit. Okay. Environment was new, plus the feeling was too. That you would try and kill him and he couldn't kill you with no crew. Traveled on his own too. This nigga changed his identity with no phone booth. He met an individual, fellow criminal, that showed him how to murder a nigga with just a kitchen tool. To kill him slow, you hit him in the face. Skip the throat and hit the chest, but not the same way. Avoid the arteries and veins, he'll fill it all. But if not, you gotta stop it. Then the reaper's called. He said, never should I fear death, cause it's always there. And when you take a life, you feel a lot, but never scared. These niggas always plotting, so make sure you stay aware. And never let them catch you lacking, always be prepared. What you looking at? It's survival of the fittest, we gon' fucking live. I mean, he and him, third person shit. I'm not a killer, murder's not my expertise, but you got another side. Survival requires a beat. This nigga told him he could show him how to make it hit. One to the heart, one to the head, you know it's over with. They hating life, so it's somewhat like you did a favor. We all died, so when you killed him, it was nothing major. Believing everything's always mental tribute. When you a beast, it's what you stand for, no killing. Fuck it, if you know what he knows, then you live forever. See no evil, hit no evil, this the Helen Keller. Start a riot with that fire in his kidney. Now he's wearing red and white and climbing out the chimney. 12:25, they just finished up the count. The nigga said he wanted smoke, you gotta take him out. Let's go. A vicious victim will sick him because he's scared to stick him. Every time he ever fell, he felt that people kicked him. Life and death's a game of chess, nonetheless that I suppressed when depressed, like when that bullet hit his chest. 18 with a trigger finger itching. Never was cold-blooded, fear got him twitch. Boy, you scared? Old head trying to stretch him out. Said he gon' pop him when he see him, he been hustling on the wrong ride. He never killed nobody, never even shot a gun. But everybody always told him he's his father's son. Called him up and make a deal with the old head. Old school played it cool, but he wanted him dead. They met up at the spot in Gaslight Projects. Old school walking up with the confidence. He gon' rob his little nigga, put him in the trunk before he made a move. He felt the sudden thump, then bump. Body hit the grass, little nigga shook. He never panicked, started walking with his head, he never looked. There you have an American story. A good kid trying to live, that's a literal story. Man, they locked up Tory. Last week he turned 40. No incrimination, this is all an allegory. But killer, 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 killer. Killed the nigga here, killer, 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 got him.
This is Soul Toucher Production.
You think about that, Hector? How you feeling about that one?
It's definitely sinister.
If it ain't nothing else, it's definitely sinister, huh?
I could also hear some features. I could hear E40 being on there. I could hear Twister being on there. So I mean that to me that
I can't hear. I don't want to hear E40 on those songs, but go ahead. I'm with you.
You don't want to hear E40 Waller?
No, nah. I don't want. I don't need no weevilization going on. I'm good. I'm gonna pass on that one. Listen, as a businessman, I respect the boy. As a mogul, much respect for the boy. As a rapper, I'm cool on that.
I like that Twister feature. That right there.
That would be hot. That would be fire.
Every day. I'm not even lying because I'm a big Twister fan, and I can
And just because the song itself, the tempo is not like really super fast, but you can just see him just, you know what I mean? Like you can see him getting in that pocket and riding it.
Like, man, come on.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, Honesty, how you feel about the song, Honesty?
It caught me out the gate. My head was already gone, but like you said, it takes a mixture. I don't care how you capture me, whether it be your lyrics first, the beat first, whatever, but the ad-libs, the killer, that shit caught me out the gate. I'm like, I know this shit about to be hot. And I'm not gonna lie, it gave me an Eminem vibe all the way through and through. Like it gave me like an Eminem vibe. The ad-libs was crazy, like that. It just, man, I'ma just leave it right there.
It was definitely it was definitely telling the story too. So I like that too.
Okay. Easy. How you feel about that, Jane?
So it kind of gave me Eminem vibes too. Where like,
man, come on, you already know.
And I'm like, yo, this nigga fought to slash somebody's throat and like
That would be nice on a scary movie. Like if that shit can get
I'm
featured
telling you,
on a
Sinister.
scary
That
movie,
bitch was.
I swear to God, that shit. Boy, you better be careful with that one.
I was gonna find my parent Black Air Forces, and you know what I mean? Go ahead and get a little joint on. You know what I'm talking about?
Top player right there.
hot top. But yeah, it took me right into that like mode, and then the killer, like I was wondering, I was like, where's he going with this killer?
But he told you from the gate, killer.
And then one of the cool things, like a lot of people can't transition from just like spitting bars to telling a story smoothly. It was a very smooth transition to where when he started to tell the story, you felt like he was telling the story the whole time.
Right.
Facts. It's true. It's true. Tempo, how you feel about that joint?
That shit was trash, man.
That was his song. I already knew.
I caught it from the gate.
Yeah, I already knew.
I mean, he did say his. I forgot he said his name in the beginning of the song.
I listened to everything. I caught that shit from the gate. That's why I smiled. Run this clip back. You see, I fucking laughed right after that shit. Like, all right.
No,
yeah, it's gonna be hard for you to find when I don't say my name.
And how you did it, you went ask him first, and I was like, this suspect.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But no, hey Tempo, I definitely fucks with it. Like at first it didn't like really like, but then I started listening to the lyrics and I was like, okay, he's telling a story, like I feel where it's going with it and stuff like that. So
I appreciate it, man. I was actually earlier when I started dropping music, and I had to actually being a lyricist and a storyteller, I had to learn how to write songs, how to put in a format, how to start writing things for other places and performances and stuff like that. So yeah, that's when I was like actually just wanting to just rap and just tell those stories. So now, you know what I'm saying, I've been able to transition to, now that I've started to perform, I create songs like, okay, this is a good performance song. Okay, this is good to be able to do this. So, but yeah, at the essence of it, I'm a storyteller.
So I'm gonna take over Raw's, hosting thing. So how do you feel about the feature? How do you feel about, people saying they could hit M on this or Twister or E40? Like, how did that make you feel?
I mean, it's cool. I like that because granted, I take pride in I actually have a song called Chop Shop where I talk about that. Where as far as being able to chop up my words and being able to change pace where I can go slow, go fast, and every time you're gonna hear every single word. Like I have no reason to hide my bars. My shit is dope. So I want you to hear every single word. And I'll be able to, those guys like that are one of the few and the best at doing that.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
All right, Rod, you got it back.
Appreciate y'all.
Here's one thing I do like between both of y'all, right? Neither one of y'all took any type of feedback and was like, man, that's some bullshit, or got super big-headed about it. It's like, you know what? I'm hearing motherfuckers actual real live criticism, which a lot of people, for some reason, can't take criticism about their music. And that's the reason a lot of you motherfuckers ain't going to grow. You're never going to get better. Nobody going to give a fuck about your music. Because without criticism, you're making music for other people. I had a nigga tell me one day he makes music for himself. And I'm like, why the fuck do you put music out there? Nigga, just rap in your head for all that.
right.
Like you literally spending money in the studio to make music for only you to listen to. That shit makes zero fucking sense to me.
He like to hear himself on the damn track.
Man, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my fucking life. Like, I'm not about to spend money on studio time just so I can sit and just listen to myself. Nigga, sit in your basement and rap to yourself. What the fuck?
But you do have them people who be like, I want to do this so I can consider myself this. So when it comes to shorties or whatever, baby girl, I'm a little rapper. You ain't
gonna suck your dick better. Your corny ass song ain't gonna make us suck your dick better. I'm sorry, guys. Like, it is what the fuck it is.
You don't know who I am? Like, you know what I mean? I'm blazing out here in these streets,
The fuck out of here. You blazing in your basement, nigga. That's it.
Okay, it's killer.
Fuck out of here.
You tell that you're a rapper, they look at you like you crazy and keep it moving. I was like, oh, like every other nigga out here.
Exactly. What she gonna say is, follow for follow. You follow my OnlyFans, I follow your mixtape.
Bro, how you know that's where I was going? That's how I feel. When a bitch,
Hey,
like, I'm an OnlyFans model. Bitch, OnlyFans don't hire models.
Hey, I'll be like, let me do the soundtrack for your OnlyFans.
Exactly.
All
All right, let's get it. Let's get into this next song. I got a couple more songs that I want to play for y'all that I feel like I just want to hear how y'all feel about it. Like some of these songs I really like, and some songs I just want to hear like other criticism. And I know people whose songs I'm playing, they want to hear this same type of criticism. So let's get into this next joint.
Shit, it's just a process. Real shit. It's that part they don't see, man. Shit, for real. As the blue. Bluetooth kick in your boy start to zone in. It's all about the vibe. Close my eyes cause I'm all in. The pen start to cry cause I hold it like Conan. Reciting what I write late night like Conan. The pen gon' die midline, that's annoying. See the new pack, break it out, then we go in. We back on track, yeah, we right back to flowing. I know I start hitting once, might cue the moaning. Could swim through the fire, I could breathe in the oceans. You iced out bum, you alone make no sense. Your cup pulls change like US Open. The Thanos a rap, one limit had you choking. You got a loose track, squeeze the breath out of spokes. Man, my son got the bag like, please can you open? My other son screaming cause he think his toy broken. I unseal the bag and put the train back in motion. They still need that, though I'm here and I'm working. I gotta fix the pad like I got something coming. I let it ring out on every ink call coming. Cause once the ink spill, I ain't stopping for nothing. I'm killing it, can't nobody tell me nothing. Oops, I looked up, now my wife needs something. I don't hear shit cause the headphones bumping. I take the garbage out, now my pot's like, what's up, man? Nothing, you know how I do. I'm writing something so potent. I thought I smelled bodies, I heard the suffering, then we laughed. What he put out the bag, let's talk to something, not reluctant, though my focus is strong. Nice interruption, no corruption. You can hear that talk, now our discussions understand. If you hear what we saying, there's repercussions, then we stood, and he gave me a pound. I'm about to step something when we pop, they gon' know we for real. Like Maury Chesson, I ain't stressing, I'm spinning the wheel. No new contestants, like for real, like they not built, why is they flexing? And then in mid-seconds, I can see that liquor crept in. It's clear that I'm taking him home, ain't like the step in. He only live right next door, and that's a blessing. I'd rather see him cuffing the floor than be arrested. And after he done checked in, I backtrack my steps in. I see the lights off at my house, the family resting. Yes, I'ma kick it at the backyard table. Fictions, and I don't write fables. They play the same shit, so I don't like cables. Unless it's the one, I'ma chop from your navels. It's daddy, I say to myself with a smile, I lit the fatty. Just trying to make my family proud, I do that gladly. Now I'm right where I left off, like damn, you nice. Yeah, I'm trying to press play like,
please charge device.
Fuck.
Talk your shit, Honesty. I see you got that look on your grill piece. Talk your shit.
He gave me a real underground vibe, like that like real raw, that aggression. I love the aggression on the track, like that. Bitch, your shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the vibe that I got, and I like that little visual I got at the end. That was hot. That's what got me smiling. I like that.
Thanks. Tempo. Yeah, you gotta unmute yourself.
Hey, you know, for me, I'm a fan of bars. I'm a fan of bars for sure. So out of the gate, I was liking that I was able to hear him. Hear what he was talking about, feel what he was talking about. I'm big on that. You can say some shit, but if it don't sound convincing, you know, we can't see you. So if it don't sound convincing, if you don't paint that picture with your voice, and he did a good job of that. I like that. Like she said, it was a real underground vibe. But again,
real underground.
Personally, I'm a fan of that. Like, I want to hear that. I want to hear that.
I can't think of the name of the fucking song. Exhibit did a song. Can't think of the name of the song, but the video, it was like he walked out the house to go to the store, and it was like everything was happening, and then he ended it the video going back.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
House. Like, that song I could see that video as I'm listening to that song. Like, not that video, but I could see him doing that. You know what I mean?
Like
everything
that,
he's doing, like all this shit happening. He started at the table, we got up, opened the chips, did this, hollered at his pops, ran over here, did that. and now he sit back down and his fucking phone died.
That was
that was hard too. That was hard. Like I love it's about how you capture somebody's attention. So to be able to add that little piece in and be able to add in familiar things, and that ain't the only part he did on the song too. Facts. So shout out to him for that. Like I like the creativity.
Facts. Heck, how you feel about that, Jane?
I like storytelling. Where someone's able to. There's parts that kind of lost me a little bit, but the ability to be able to take someone down a journey. You know what I mean? Because even movies, sometimes like a movie might be phenomenal, but there might be a part that you'd be like, you don't, you know what I mean? But something else captures your attention and grabs it right back. So it was that. I didn't too much. I understand the principle of going back to the old rugged beats where it's not too much going on, but I think his beat could have had a little bit more, I guess, rawness to it. I ain't like the little like ice cream truck shit going on, but that's about it.
I think for me, the simplicity of the beat is what made his words stand out and made you really focus on what he was saying versus getting caught up, being lost in the beat.
Well, that's why I said I don't need something robust. I just felt like it could have little seasoning, just a little seasoning, and it would have went a long way.
I got you. Easy. I know what you're gonna say, but talk your shit, son.
So you already know, like, I ain't never been disappointed with the boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pause, because that sounded like it was pause.
Facts. Facts.
I ain't never been disappointed in homie's music, and every time I hear something new, I find something to make me go back and listen to that song again. And it's unfortunate that he ain't released this shit because I can't go back and listen to it. So I'm
he didn't release this?
So he's one of those artists where he rapped, he got into music, life happened, derailed him for a minute, couple years type shit, and now he's getting back in the mix. So everything that y'all hear me play is all unreleased shit from him. Now here's the crazy part, right? He's about to drop a project of songs that I haven't heard yet. The fact that he has yet to send me a dud, I'm anticipating listening to this album just as much as everybody
fire.
Else. Yes, the artist, his name is Vital. Lyrically, that boy is a fucking monster. He's from New York, but he's in Texas.
Okay.
Lyrically, that boy is a fucking monster.
I can feel some of that Scarface feel to it. So I get that, yeah.
Yeah, when it come to bars, that nigga's definitely a fucking monster for sure. Like for sure type shit. Now, here's the thing. I can't do this and not represent for the ladies as well. It is what the fuck it is. So let's get cut it out. Don't do that. Don't do that, son.
Don't do that, son.
Yeah. We're gonna get it. We're gonna play some of the ladies, you know what I'm saying? Because they gotta represent too.
Look, this that new drip. Bitch like me gotta carry 2 clips. And this K break your ass like toothpicks. I know where to aim, so don't say my name. Come out the frame and then blow your brains. This is a shame. We don't do no blame. Gotta give him to him on beast mode. Take it straight forward, no cheat code. Rob a nigga blind for his pesos. Shooters lay you out if I say so. Big ass truck, gotta hop out. I wear the bitch up, bring the mop out. I don't trust shit, so the Glock out. Make a bitch hit at you like the wrong route. I'm dangerous. If a bitch won't look, try angel dust. I'm from the 314 and I'm scandalous. And can't none of y'all hoes come hang with us. I got the juice, no motherfucking Minute Maid. And a bitch like me always getting paid. Can't see through the hate cause the money in the face. If you get on the line, I'ma catch a damn case. Shitting on hoes like a motherfucking hobby. Don't get beside me. Drugs and drinks like Cosby. I might catch a body. I'm straight from the motherfucking hood, ho. Can't name a place that I can't go. Yeah. Can't name a place that I can't go. And I'm all about my bankrolls. My bitches just too slow. But look, I ain't no fucking Chris Brown. Look, bitch, I'm getting down. And I ain't finna play around. Look at me now. Taking my
Honestly, what you think? Represent for the ladies, I'm saying.
I'ma say, I don't really care for the song, but what I will say is that she could do a whole lot of more A&R situation type of thing with herself. Like if she really find, she telling you what the fuck it is. First of all, I'm just gonna say that she's telling you what the fuck it is. But if she, polish up a little bit more, what I'm saying, it's not like she's still starting or in the beginning or not comfortable with herself a little bit. I'm not gonna take away from that. She was talking her shit, but I don't really care for the song.
Roger that. Tempo.
Yeah, but she thugging. I can say this, and because again, I listen to plenty of that kind of music on the male side. I still like. I think on the flow, as far as delivery part, it can use a little more polishing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not what was said, but sometimes it's just a flow of how well it goes together. So like she was saying earlier, I think that could be a little cleaner. But I'm still with it because on the sense of. I know, especially for the female artists, I know how easy it is to talk about that one thing. So even though you might be, talking about some wild stuff, or you might be on some street shit, I can appreciate that you're not still just saying my pussy this, excuse my language, but my pussy this, my ass this.
No, that's real shit.
Like, if that's what you're doing, I want to hear what you're doing. So I can respect that.
I respect that answer.
No, that's real shit.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Listen, I've been saying this shit over and over. I'm tired of hearing I can shake my ass, I can suck a dick.
Like
I'm tired of like cool.
Yeah,
it ain't unless you a female that only eat pussy, we know you sucking dick. All right, we got that out the way. What else we talking about now? Right. It is what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Like real shit. Like I'm just saying. Hectic. How you feeling?
It was rough.
Yo,
it was rough, and not to be a chauvinist because I don't want to be one. It's hard for me.
Exactly. I'm with you, Tempo. I'm with you.
only a few women have ever been like where I'm like, you got that. You know what I mean? Remy's one of them. I just like.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Remy definitely talked that shit. So like, it is what it is with that one.
Right. So when
Remy is like a nigga though. Like, so
100%.
like it kind of changes things.
100%.
But it's the energy and the delivery that makes you feel it.
Yeah, like Remy is the artist that you have to respect her, not based on her gender.
Right.
She could go toe to toe with some of the best men. I mean, even with Papoose, where they had Pat, like who better between y'all? And he'd be like her all day. She a beast, and Pap is nice.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Papoose is definitely one of the most slept on artists, in my opinion.
100%.
He's definitely in that category.
100%. So. And then the ABC rap shit she was doing in the beginning.
It's a little bit more polishing. You got to start somewhere. If you don't even I feel like if you don't even take the leap to do it, because nothing is going to come easy. You know what I'm saying? Even Kobe had to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Kobe came out nice though. Kobe came
Chill out.
You want to rephrase that, my nigga? You want to rephrase that, cat?
Oh, pause? That's a pause moment? Came out. Got you.
Everything
so, and he had to go to practice, but the fact that she even got on the mic, it gave her the encouragement to do it. Now, all you got to do is fix it up. You know what I'm saying?
I will say that was definitely one of her earlier songs. She, in my opinion, I think she's gotten better. I think she's one of those artists where she's young and got a lot of potential, but she's not around the right people to push her down the right alleyways to actually have that potential.
And that's my thing too. I don't want people to be like, "Oh, that motherfucker harsh," because I understand whether it's
fuck that, nigga. Fuck that. Be harsh.
Well,
be harsh.
Let me finish.
Sometimes you need to hear that shit harshly for you to understand.
Whether it's music, photography, videography, whatever, it's all art, so it's all subjective. So although I might not like it, she might have a whole clique of ratchet ass bitches over here and be like, "Yeah, girl." You know?
That's real shit.
As an independent artist, you know what I'm saying, you don't have those resources. So you kind of got to navigate and find your way starting from the streets, you know what I'm saying, and work your way up into the underground clubs and then the clubs and then eventually theaters. It's all a process. But as an independent artist, you don't have those people around you. All you got is your homegirls that's at least making you get on the mic. So now she really is true about it. She has to, and a lot of artists need to understand it's not just, it's that 10% talent and then 90% business. So the moment that you keep that embedded in you and she understands that, she's going to start looking for those people and she's going to navigate away from the people that she's around. Unfortunately, that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? So
you grow, and you grow apart from the people that you were in the circle with because they're not telling you the real. You be like, you have me out here like Bobo the Clown.
Like a goddamn goofy.
Eventually, you don't start realizing the motherfuckers in your circle for sure.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need those people to, like I said, at least she got in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Because they could have been telling her, "Bitch, no, don't you dare."
Right. Yeah. That's real shit. Let's get into this next song real quick. Let's keep it rolling.
Oh, you ain't as easy.
I ain't got to worry about that.
It's a rapper beat, bitch.
DJ Flair, make the money flare.
Yeah, flip that money, girl, yeah, get your money. Get money. Flip that money, girl, yeah, get your money. Flip money. Flip that money, girl, yeah, get your money. I'ma show you how my bitches go dummy. Flip that money, girl, yeah, get your money. Get money. Flip that money, girl, yeah, get your money. Flip money. Flip that money, girl, yeah, get your money. Now I'ma show you how my bitches go dummy. Pulled up in the whip, I'm a bad bitch. No conversation unless you talking about cash and priceless mindset. Niggas can't afford that. Can't process being broke, collecting bags. Yeah. On the daily, I run them numbers up. Got people in my section who ought to run it up. Flip a bag, keep the profits tucked. Common sense ain't really needed. Count them commas, bruh. Slide on the motherfucker, they ain't acting right. Check a bitch and a nigga pressing cold line. Got hustling running my blood both day and night. So if the price is right, I just flip that money, girl, yeah, get your money. Flip that money, girl, yeah, get your money. Flip that money, girl, yeah, get your money. I'ma show you how my bitches go dummy. Flip that money, girl, yeah, get your money. Flip that money, girl, yeah, get your money. Flip that money, girl, yeah, get your money. Now I'ma show you how my bitches go dummy. Got my bitches running they business. Constantly mean quotas, that's bullshit. My hustling bitches got the gift for the gab though. Know how to bag it, wrap it up, play them scams too. My 9 to 5 bitches waiting on that weekly check. Work during the day but sundown on some ratchet shit. My nightlife bitches twerking up and down the pole. Got your nigga paying to play, baby mind control. Can't tell a bitch shit, she got her own money. We just looking for some brain, don't be acting funny. Woman empowerment over here on display. Ain't no hate in me, I give it up all way. My west side bitches get money. Now my east side bitches get money. And on my north side bitches get money. But on my down south bitches get money. Flip that money, girl, yeah, get your money. Flip that money, girl, yeah, get your money. Flip that money, girl, yeah, get your money. I'ma show you how my bitches go dummy. Flip that money, girl, yeah, get your money. Flip that money, girl, yeah, get your money. Flip that money, girl, yeah, get your money. I'ma show you how my bitches go dummy.
Easy. How you feel about that one?
Yo, so if I heard that shit come on in the club, I'm gonna be stepping through that motherfucker like, give me that bread, homie. I appreciate the fact, and I know there's honesty, so I can hear it right away, but I appreciate the fact that you rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people that don't rap, male and female, that just don't rap. They get on the shit and they sing or they bullshit or they talk. You rapping. You brought the energy. Like, this right here, a club banger. It's a vibe song. If I woke up in the morning and need to feel motivated, I could play this shit and be like, it's time to go get this bread. Kind of remind me a little bit of China White, like with the voice.
Okay.
That took me way back in my prime time when I was fucking the clubs up, listening to China White with John. But like, you know, if you change the pronouns, niggas still gonna sing along to this shit. So like, it's a good vibe. Like, it's a feel good song.
We don't get into all that pronoun shit on here, son. Tempo, talk your shit, guys.
Yeah. Honestly, what up? Yo,
What
so
up?
the fact that I know I can speak from an artist standpoint, right? So remember I was telling you earlier that like started traveling and performing, I started to understand better like, oh, this is a good performance song. Oh, this song goes good in the club. Oh, this song. I think that the best songs are the ones that you can put them everywhere. So if it can be something you can vibe to, it can be something you can put in the club. You know what I'm saying? The fact that, I maybe just because I've been in the strip clubs lately, you know what I'm saying, Atlanta, but the fact that it can be
I like how you said I've been in them lately.
Listen, I'm just being, you know what I'm saying?
Recently.
It's where it's put me at. That's just what business put me at. You know what I mean? But the fact that it could be a song that's not about a strip club and they would still bumping that shit and they would still throw money, they would still dance. You know what I'm saying? And this would be straight in the club too. So, and obviously, like I said, I already knew from a vibe that she would already be rapping. So, with hearing that song, it made me wonder, like, damn, I would like to see this performed. You know what I mean? I bet it's energy. You know what I'm saying? So, keep doing your thing.
Man, I'm telling you, I've been going ham.
Yeah, all right.
Talk your shit, heck.
All right, so you might want to pump your brakes a little bit. No, I'm just fucking with you. So definitely, I mean, some of you don't know, I dab in strip clubs here and there. It definitely put me in that mindset.
Lately.
I ain't say lately like this motherfucker. This motherfucker like lately.
Relax.
So I definitely felt that vibe. Just like Easy said, it's one of them things like you might not, even in a gangster, you might be in the, in the pocket and you be like, you know what I mean? Just okay. I definitely love the fact I'm a hustler. Like I got so much different shit going on. I like the fact that you were telling every chick, whether the 9 to 5 to the, you know what I mean? Hey, go get that paper. Like, go out there and get that shit. There's a lot of female artists that's not telling girls to go get that money, but saying, let this motherfucker give you money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's different. Hey, chick, go get that shit. Like, it's over there. All you have to do is go get that. You know what I mean? So I definitely like that. I definitely like Tempo was saying too. Like, it might not be some joint that I would listen to all day, every day, but if it came on the radio, I would let it ride.
I hear that. I can hear that. Honesty, how you feeling?
That is like my 4 years ago shit.
A word? Have you ever thought, and let me ask any of the artists this, have y'all ever thought of like remastering y'all old joints and like because of you knowing where you're at now in your pocket, like redoing some old shit?
That's why I said earlier, I said I have an engineer, and a lot of what I was talking about tonight, you know what I'm saying, is what I'm going through. You know, I have an engineer that I feel like he's comfortable, you know what I'm saying, with my sound and stuff like that. But I've outgrown that sound. Like I said, that was 4 years ago. I feel like, and this is not even me blowing my head up, I swear to God, but like I said, when I tell you I critique myself, I have grown from that so much that it's hard for me to listen to that sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Like I sit back and that's why I was just sitting there, I was all in my phone and shit. Like I tuned out of that because I know I wasn't comfortable with myself back then. And I hear it in my voice. My energy was level, and that's what I got to offering as an artist. My energy, I know I got it. You know what I'm saying? But back then, I didn't have lyrically. I was learning. I was still teaching myself how to write, teaching myself. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So if you were to do that song over, like, what would you have done differently?
I would change both verses, honestly. And what I would do is I would take from these verses and throw it in my new stuff, in my new the new way that I re-recorded or whatever. But lyrically, my flow is not even that. I'm telling you, I'm not what I was 4 years ago. I have totally changed. And like I said, it's not even blowing my head up, but you know what I'm saying? I got people to back up and prove that. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like if you still sound the same way you did 4 years ago, you ain't even trying.
You ain't even trying. And when I tell you I'm hard on myself, when I say I'm not lying, I go back and listen to my old shit. Even it sounds like you scratching your nails on the board. That's what that sounds like to me.
I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious if you was to remake that, what it would sound like now. Because if it's enough for me to be like, okay, you know what I mean? If you were to redo that now, I think I'd be like, she got it. You see what I'm saying? So yeah,
just that.
I want to hear it too, for real, for real.
Hey, I do too. Fuck you, mean.
Sure.
You know where I'm at. All right, I want to play one more song for y'all. Then we're gonna get the fuck out of here. This next song, I mean, even if y'all don't like it, I fucks with this song heavy, so that shit don't even matter. I really just want to hear the song, to be honest with you. It is what it is.
Let's go. Yeah. Shorty told me never trust them, they ain't right. They do shit just spite. Why would you fuck with them when you really know they ain't your type? My life, cause it's the only dick sucks in fabrics. When you're living like you're really supposed to, life ain't so average. I'm an addict. I just loud shit of champagne. Since the zips came in this shit, Pimpin' ain't been the same. I came, saw and I conquered. Couple dollars ain't about shit when your bank account got commas. I'm on it to be amongst real niggas. You rap niggas just talking. My street niggas really live it. Yes, I'm dipping off the pro methods ain't the news. Shorty keep buying me, watching my jewels, pay my dues. These fuck boys ain't learned yet. It ain't shit free out here. You gotta go and earn it. If I could, let's go. Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Oh yeah. Yeah. I heard a nigga couldn't come back to the hood. I actually heard that when I was back in the hood, feeling good. I'm good. Shoes on, I'm shining. Timepiece by Victor. So this ain't no Breitling, I'm exciting. Swag just too much for them. Sure they wanna bring a friend. That's the only way I'm fucking them. Yes. West Philly blocks raised me. All I know was the hustle. So West Philly blocks paid me. We bosses, CEOs of the shit. Sure they like the way I move. I guess you wanna be a zip. That's real shit. Still sipping on new. Shorty keep buying me, watching my juice, paid my dues. These fuck boys ain't learned yet. That ain't shit free out here. You gotta go and earn it. Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Oh yeah. Yeah.
The more I listen to this song right here, the more I appreciate there is no actual hook on this fucking song. I feel like if he would have actually put an actual hook on the song, it would have actually taken away from the song. That's just me. Tempo, how you feel about that, Jay?
Man, I like the production. I like what I'm hearing. And nothing's clashing. You know what I mean? That was the issue for me, knowing that I was a lyricist, knowing that I could put so many words and do so many things. Sometimes I would overdo and drown out what was happening. So with that, a lot of times they call it staying in the pocket, they call it riding the beat, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the artist did a good job of not doing too much. You know what I'm saying? The shit was already dope as far as, I don't know if that was a flute in the background or whatever, but as far as the song, the music, it was musically dope. And I feel like the artist did a good job of just matching the energy and staying in there.
Understandable.
I actually liked it. The one part I didn't like was the breakdown. I can appreciate such a raw ass song without a hook. That I can always appreciate that because you have to really come with some creative shit to have a no hook first and foremost. I feel like if he had a little more energy, just like that the song was so raw, it needed that like you feel me, like the lyrics were dope, the song, the energy was good, but the energy could have been, if he could have just had just a little bit more, it would have got me. I don't care for the breakdown at all, but I feel like if it was a little more softer, maybe, I don't know, or if it was just like none at all and it wasn't so long, we good. But through and through, like I would bump that in one of my days, like just fuck the world, like god damn it, like down Western, just straight driving, like okay, this is one of them days. But again, I'm about to get to the back. I'm gonna get it because I know what's happening. So I like it though.
I hear that. Hey.
So it feeds into my weird eclectic music shit. Like I like, you hear something, you don't know why you like it, but you fucks with it. Like Kendrick makes some weird shit. You don't know why you like it.
I agree.
I fucks with that. So yeah, so it's one of those things, like initially it didn't really, but I could hear myself playing it over and over again. Next thing you know, I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So yeah, I like it.
I ain't gonna hold you. First time I heard that song, as soon as the beat started, I just instantly knew I was gonna fuck with the song. Like, I didn't hear nothing. I just heard the beat coming in. As soon as the beat came in, I'm like, all right, I know I'm gonna like this joint. Like, before I hear any words. And luckily, he actually was saying some shit in the verses. Because again, with no hook, you gotta talk that shit.
Yeah.
So the fact that he talked that shit, I was glad that there was basically no hook. Because it's like, the beat is fire. You talk that shit, I don't need a hook. Don't even overdo it. I feel like a crazy hook would have just overdid it. The simplistic of the song is what made it, to me, a great song. Easy, talk your shit.
So the first time I heard this song, I said the same thing. I said, this is a great performance song. And I keep thinking about like what my man Tempo keeps saying, like, when you make a song, you got to be thinking about, like, what is this going to be like when I perform it? And I know that shit go crazy in a concert. Like,
gotcha.
Oh yeah, you can imagine the crowd just like waving.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's like one of them rave songs, like one of them, I'm telling you, just bring it, you'll get it.
And it's a stadium anthem, not like a little club venue concert hall. This is a stadium anthem.
Yes.
And it bring the energy. I'm gonna disagree with y'all on the hook because y'all keep saying it ain't no hook. The hook is a hook. Like, it's not a
no. Listen, that portion of what what he's doing for the hook is what. How can I say? I'm not saying that it's not a hook. What he did is considered the hook, but because he only did that, that's what actually helped the song.
Yeah, but
I think if he'd have tried to throw a bunch of words to try to summarize, it would have just took away from the shit.
And you know how they always say that art is subject to interpretation, right? Like, my interpretation of that hook is it's saying nothing and everything at the same time.
Facts.
He don't need to summarize it with words because he's summarizing it with a feeling. Like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I just said all I need to say. Ain't got nothing else to say. So you gonna feel me now.
Never thought about it like that.
That's facts.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, real shit. Like, you listen.
I guess Sting and them did it. You feel me? Kiss, all of them. Hey, they did it.
100%.
All the rock and roll shit.
Yeah. That was a cool way to transition into hip hop. Then, if that's the case, then I can appreciate that for sure.
Like, one of the most iconic choruses is 8 fucking words. You gotta fight for your right to party. But that shit is iconic.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yep.
Listen, easy with the wisdom out this bitch.
Yeah, you got that one.
I ain't got great hair.
All right, man. We about to get the fuck up out of here. Before we go, we're gonna let everybody tell everybody, you know, where they can find you, what you got going on, if you got any projects, if you got any fucking tours you got popping off, any new music, whatever you doing, talk that motherfucking shit. Easy, talk your shit, son.
So yeah, you know, you can find me on Tuesday nights on Opulence Radio with this ugly Negro right here and my main man Jay Flan talking that shit on the happy hour. I just dropped a new single. It's called No Refunds. And then I'm working, you know what I'm saying? I'm working on like 5 projects at the same time. I need to like get rid of my ADHD and focus on one and do it really, really well before I go on to the next one. But just be on the lookout for new music. And just, you know, tune in on Tuesday nights on Opulence.
Roger the fuck that. Hectic, talk your shit, son.
Yeah, I'm tired, boss. But yeah, you can find all my shit at hecticdesires.com, IG official Hectic Desires. You could Google me, you could do all that shit. I think after this convention, I'm gonna take a well-needed, relaxing break from pussy. Like I'm over it. I'm tired. I'm over it.
That's one thing you never hear niggas say. I'm gonna take a vacation from pussy. Like that's crazy.
Yo,
niggas is trying to go on vacation to get pussy. He's taking a vacation from pussy.
You know what?
That's
I can
crazy.
appreciate the honesty. Always.
Oh goddamn, yeah.
Roger that. Talk your shit, honesty.
you can go ahead and find me on Instagram at honestyh0n3stii. I do have an EP that I'm currently looking to get the production done over, but other than that, I got 5 songs that I'm about to drop. My song that everybody love is Mad, because I do have a lot of haters out here on this West Coast. It's funny, you know what I'm saying? They like this pussy popping, and no, it's not talking about pussy like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I like to play with words. So, like I said, I have grown. Check me out. You gonna check it out. You gonna see for yourself. Shit, I'm gonna just drop the mic right there.
Roger the fuck that. That's what I'm talking about. Tempo.
Yes, sir. Hey man, you already know. Man, it's T3MPOTAI. Whatever you look it up on, type it into. It's the only one. Man, the hottest one you already know. My last single, Chop Shop, is still doing numbers, still doing great. Right now, we actually working on the EP. But as you've seen, I think you mentioned it, you know, the other night. This whole year for me has been about travel, networking, getting to these different cities, getting to these different people. I'm real big on networking, working with other artists. So everybody in this chat's gonna see, you know, a follow from me as well. But yeah, again, everything you pull it up on is Tempo Ty. And, hey, you pull it up, and I might pull up on you. So, you know, everybody tap in with me. Hey, once again, you know, I appreciate you too, man.
No motherfucking doubt, man. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the waves. Hopefully you heard some good music. You heard honest criticism and feedback. Listen, people, if nobody has ever told you that not one of your songs wasn't good, then believe that they don't like none of your shit. It is what the fuck it is. We out this bitch. Boom.